Alright guys, this is Sullyzors. I'm back. This is my second live narration I'm doing for you guys. It's another Mega Pincer team, but the star is not Mega Pincer, it is Manaphy. I'm running a really cool set on Manaphy, and it has just been doing so much work. I hope you guys enjoy this team and this narration. I've got 4 battles for you. They're about the same duration of the overall video, is the same as the last one, but yeah. So yeah, as you can see, the team is Mega Pincer, Lucario, rotom-w, landorus-t, Jirachi, and of course Manaphy. I was initially going to do a live recording with my buddy Dragonite's greater than Arceus, but he asked me to cut it out because he had some bad matches. So if it seems a little if the video seems a little like mismatched, that's why. And in the end though, I do have a match with him, so he's in it for like a little bit of it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. I'm just gonna open up Showdown Team Builder so I can show you guys my team. Let me just open this. Okay, so yeah, here's the team that I'm gonna be using in more detail. I haven't really given it a proper name yet. I don't know what I should call it. It's just it's a remake of one of my teams from Generation 5. Because it's using Trick Scarf Jirachi, which is really fun. It's actually pretty good in this generation, even with the steel nerf. Not resisting Dark and Ghost anymore. U-turn Iron Head for the Flinch Axe, Ice Punch, Trick just for turning walls into setup fodder, and it is friggin' amazing for that. It's such a good set. It with rotom-w and landorus-t make my Volt Turn core. Their sets are the same as my other video, except rotom-w now is a pain split variation with a slight speed investment to outspeed Jolly, max speed Azumarill with Belly Drum, and landorus-t's that don't have much speed investment. This landorus-t has a bit of speed to outspeed standard rotom-w. Manaphy, the set I'm running is a Rain Dance and Calm Mind Rest Scald. It's essentially Crocoon, but on Manaphy, and it's really fun to use. You guys should give it a try. Like, it goes very well on many teams, and it turns the team kind of into a pseudo rain team from the Rain Dance, which is great because I have 3 fire weaknesses. I have a Life Orb Lucario, Sword Stance, Extreme Speed, Close Combat, Earthquake, deals very well with a lot of things, and Life Orb Max Attack, Adamant, does quite a bit of damage. Standard Pincer, same as in the last video. I should return into Frustration, though I forgot to do that. And yeah, so that's my team. Anyways, on to the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Get another battle. And this team I'm a little nervous about because it looks like it might be a Charizard Y team. And Charizard Y really gives my team a lot of trouble. I almost put Ancient Power on my Jirachi to deal with it, but I have not yet. He's with Clefable. I leave with Jirachi, which is a good matchup for me. He has not seen my set, so he's probably going to be weary of a Steel type move. I am just going to go for the U-turn, expecting the switch. I don't usually over-predict like this. Like, most time I would probably just go for the safe move, but I really cannot have his Charizard switching in on my Iron Head. It would not work well for me. So he's gonna go to his Jirachi, and I'm not sure what he's gonna do. I bring in my landorus-t. I'm assuming he's choiced in some way. At -1, Ice Punch will do like 50% to me, so I'm gonna get up some Stealth Rocks. And he actually has Psychic, which is almost the same amount. I can tell from the damage that he is probably choice specs. So I'll switch in my Jirachi, which is a 4 times resist. And even though he's seen U-turn, he doesn't know what kind of Jirachi I am yet. So he's probably going to stay in and go for Dark Pulse while I go for the U-turn. And that leaves him with 2 Life Orb recoils amount of damage. He goes for an HP Fire. I don't know why he did that, unless he doesn't have Dark Pulse. Because Dark Pulse would do more than HP Fire by quite a bit to Jirachi. I'm not that low on the ladder on this account. Like, it's not like my highest ladder either. Like, my main is around 1700-ish, but I'm around 1550 here, which the players aren't terrible. But that was an odd play. I don't understand why he wouldn't just have Dark Pulse or use Dark Pulse. Anyway, so he finishes himself off, hitting me with a Hydro Pump. And goes into Jirachi. I am specially defensive. So I figure I should be able to take a Psychic, and I go for Volt Switch. He actually goes for Thunderbolt. And I can go into my landorus-t, get a little leftovers back, and he's Choice Lock, so I can just U-turn out and get momentum. Oh yeah, I remember. I didn't actually go for U-turn here. I really should have. But I go for the knockoff. It ends up making this match a lot more. Just this one play right here makes this match a lot more complicated. Because yeah, this should have been super obvious to me, but now I don't have anything that can really switch in and take those Leech Seeds. My best switch in right now is Pinsir, but he's definitely gonna hit me with those leeches. Oh, you can't see the bottom of my team. Oh, that's because the Mega Evolve cuts it out. I'll make the screen a little bigger next time I record with the Mega. So I go into Jirachi, and he doubles into his own Jirachi. Oh no, sorry, he didn't double, I doubled. And I'm just gonna go for a U-turn here, even though I'm faster. Oh, and I think he expected the Fire Punch, because I brought this in before on his Jirachi, so he'd assume that there's a move to hit him with. Bring in my Lucario, finish off the Charizard with Extreme Speed. I go for the trick here. I really should have predicted that Protect and then gone into Pinsir. Like, now that I'm narrating this and watching it, that play would have made a lot more sense. And then from there, I couldn't have got past his Thunderous, but I could have done a lot of damage to everything else. Yeah, so he's actually running a really cool Thunderous set that you guys are going to see in a bit. So yeah, it brings in his Jirachi, and I'm surprised that even Resisted is doing that much with Jirachi's 100 base stats, but that's kind of cool. I really should have stayed in here and just iron-headed. Although I didn't know his set. Like, I gotta give him respect. He's actually running the Defiant Thunderous. And he gets a bulk up off. Here I go for the knockoff. And he goes for the fly. A really weird but really cool set. Now I wasn't really sure how to deal with this. I think that fly might have killed me, but thankfully it misses and I get the trick off onto him. Now next turn he's got to lock himself into either that fly move or into his electric move. Now, there's a gap here where I'm just thinking, I'm not really sure what to switch into. Because it is a big threat right now, even though I've managed to lock it into something. It's not very easy to revenge kill because it has +1 defense. So bring in my pincer, and I think maybe I might live a +2 move from this guy, but I don't. I could have got a little extra damage off if I used quick attack there, like an extra 15-20%. I really should have. So here I go into Lucario, go for extreme speed. And he's going to take me out, leave himself at 1 HP, and down to 2 Pokemon. Obvious place, going to Rotom. And I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch in case he wants to save this as death fodder. Yeah, so I go into my Manaphy, and once again it's down to just Manaphy and me and Manaphy. I'm trying to get a win. I'm hoping he's not a Cosmic Power unaware Clefable. That would be really bad. Yes, Thunder Wave, so I'm suspecting it's a support set. T-Wave and Recovery Heal Bell maybe. Now I'm hoping he doesn't have a heavy grass move to hit me with. I'm gonna go for my Scald, and he gets Leech Seed up on me. I'm just gonna set up another Calm Mind. He goes for a Spiky Shield. I knocked off his leftovers earlier, so he's only getting HP back from the Leech Seed. Here I have to get my rest up again, or my rain up. He misses his Hammer Arm, but that really didn't matter. I could have waited a turn and actually gone for a... Nah, it's not worth risking the crit. I was gonna say I could have taken another Hammer Arm and Leech Seed, but yeah, it's just best to do more. Yeah, so just setting up on him very slowly. If he had a Scald, then his hammer arm won't even do much anymore. Skull burn. He goes for the shield. Yeah, that crit when I was lower would have been bad. So I'm holding on here. I guess he's thinking, I think he's thinking of switching. I'm gonna go for the rest. I have no other move right now. Oh yeah, I'm just checking to see if my music was working. Yeah. So here I'm just gonna go for Skull. He's really thinking. I don't know why he's thinking so much. It's not a very hard move to make here. But yeah, even though this set is a bit stallish, it's a lot of fun to use, and it's really effective. Some teams you can just set up, like when you get an opportunity, start setting up with Manaphy. Once you have Rain up and at least one Calm Mind, there's a lot of things that can't touch you. Because if their only counter to this is, their only electric type is like rotom-w, that's not going to stop this. And if their grass type gets burned, then like Chestnut or Ferrothorn is not going to do anything, and like Giga Drain for Venusaur after a few Calm Minds is nothing as well. So things like maybe like Choice Band, like Garchomp, could perhaps do some damage to it, or anything with Clear Smog. Finally I get the burn, and look at that, Hammer Arm damage is nothing. I could have just fully set up on this thing to my max, because it can't do anything anymore. But I think I actually just try to take it out with the Scald. Or no, I get a rest and then I try to take it out. Yeah, this is a little more stally than I would have liked. I like my battles to be exciting and lots of clever switches going on and like setup. But it's just the way this match played out. I had to play very stally and just set up very slowly. Here he makes a really smart play, and he goes for the Thunder Wave, knowing that Rain's going to end and Hydration kicks in after the turn is ended. And I won't lose my paralysis. No, I was hoping that I got hacks enough in the first match that I wouldn't get hacks again here, because if I get paralyzed like 2 or 3 times, I think I'll lose. So I've got 5 calm mines up. I can only get one more to be maxed out. And I'm impressed with how well this Clefable is taking. It must be max specially defensive. He goes for the T-Wave again, and I just go for Rain Dance. And this is game. I can just scald him here. So I'm gonna look for a battle. And it's taking quite a while. Oh, re-editing, look at all the mice, all the mouses. And yeah, Showdown was lagging a lot, so it was taking a while to load up the match for me. Yeah, here we go. So he has a pretty cool looking team, this guy, Radiant Hero. Oh yeah, my account is Afro Sully Vodka, by the way. I don't think I said it yet. Looking at his team, he's probably going to lead with Greninja, Venusaur, or Talonflame. That's what I'm thinking. I think I lead with Rotom. Yeah, I lead with Rotom. He goes into Venusaur, and I'm just going to Volt Switch out. I'm assuming he's going to put something to sleep. So yeah. He's thinking, I've made my mood, I'm going for the Volt Switch, and yeah. You know, offensive Venusaur is actually viable too. I don't see people using it, but you can run it and outspeed the rotom-w or whatever else at that speed tier. The 80 to 90, 100 uninvested speed tier with Mega Venusaur if you give it Timid. Anyways, yeah, he goes for Leech Seed. And I'm just going to U-turn out, try to get rid of the Leech Seed. Does he stay in? I'm not sure what move he's going to go for. I didn't want him to go for the HB Fire, which I run on my Mega Venusaur. I was very tempted to go into Pinsir, because grass types are just set up fodder for Mega Pinsir, and that's what makes it synergize really well with Manaphy, is Manaphy doesn't like grass types. But yeah, I didn't want to risk the HV Fire or the Sludge Bomb predicting the Pinsir or the Rotom or whatever. So I'm going to go into my landorus-t. And actually, it's not the other player taking long to make his move, it's just really laggy, as you can see. So he gets off like a good drain. I figure I can live one of whatever move he wants to do, so I go for a Stealth Rock. Yeah, my Pinsir can basically take on all of his team. He has nothing to switch into it. He has to predict exactly like what move I'm making, because he has no safe switch in. He can Revenge Kill with Talonflame, but that's about it. Or with Bisharp. So I go for another U-turn, and I go into pincer this time, expecting him to go for another Giga Drain. He predicts the switch though, which is good on him. Gets up some Leech Seed on me. I'm pretty sure he does not want to lose his Venusaur yet. So instead of going for the return, I'm actually going to go for a Swords Dance. Because the switch to Hippo seems really obvious to me. So yeah, Mega Evolve and let's use Swords Dance. And I'm pretty sure return will kill it at that range, especially if it's a specially defensive variant, which people like to use. He switches into Bisharp. That is not a counter. From there I can kill it with Quick Attack, and that's what I go for. He realizes that though, and I think he switches out to Hippo, is it? Which is fine with me. The Leech Seed's kind of annoying, but I'm getting a lot of residual damage on stuff. Yeah, the Leech Seed is taking out half my life. Here he makes a really good play, and he expects me to switch out one and keep Pincer. Because I don't want to have Pincer die yet. Yeah, I just tried to reset the music. It might be randomly switching there. Anyways, yeah. He goes for a Roost. And this was surprising. He has a really cool Talonflame set. I go for my Volt Switch. And look how little that does. He's a specially defensive Talonflame. Like max HP, max special defense Talonflame, I'm like pretty sure. To take Volt Switch like that. Which is really cool. I like the set. From here, I think I switch into Manaphy. Yeah, so trying to think of what I can switch into here to deal with this thing. I think I decided to go to landorus-t. And I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to switch the landorus-t's knockoff for Stone Edge. Because I'm not using it very much, it's not doing very much for my team. And right here I could one-hit KO him. If I had Stone Edge or Rock Slide. I'm pretty sure even through a burn I could one-hit KO him with 4 times damage. But that's cool, so he's max specially defensive Talonflame with Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, so I'm setting up Rain and Calm Minds on the Venusaur. And he's got his leeches up. And man, Leech Seeds are really annoying. It makes Manaphy struggle a little more to deal with things. Here he goes for a good drain, which does measly 25% roughly. I can rest up here and get my HP back. Brings in a Clefable, which I'm seeing a lot. Like a lot of people seem to be using it, or maybe it's just my luck. This team doesn't like really have trouble with it, but it doesn't like it either. Clefable's a pretty powerful Pokemon now. Yeah, so that Scald suggests to me that it's unaware, and the fact that he's not. Oh no! No, he's not unaware. Okay. Oh no, he is unaware. He got burn damage. Okay. Confusing myself. So yeah, I'm gonna switch into Jirachi. And I don't want to mess around with this thing. It's setting up on me. I'm just gonna go for the Iron Head. Yeah. Although now that I think about it, I could have used Trick. But no, I go for the Iron Head here. Just in case he goes into Venusaur. That's one Iron Head. Now if I get a flinch here, he can't heal or set up rocks. Yeah, so I flinch him. Good old Serene Grace doing work. And here for some reason I just forgot that Roost being flying gets priority, so obviously it gets to go first. And yeah, so I gotta switch out. And he sets up a Bulk Up, so I know the set now. Will-O-Wisp, Roost, Bulk Up, and Brave Bird, which is kind of cool. Tyranitar doesn't really care about that set, but I guess it can spread Will-O-Wisp with Tyranitar, which Tyranitar doesn't like. So Hydro Pump's doing like 62, 65%. He can effectively stall out my Hydro Pumps with Roost if I miss any. Not wanting that to happen, I can actually Volt Switch out here. I'm going to use a trick here to Choice Lock him. And he did go first, so he gets to switch his move, but he can't set up anymore. So his only attacking move is Brave Bird, so that's probably what he's gonna, well, it is what he's gonna use. Anything else would let me set up on him. Go to my Landorus here. And yeah, that takes out my Landorus-t. Here I go into Rotom. And I think I actually could have Hydro Pumped here. I didn't expect him to switch out, seeing his rocks are up. Yet I went for the Volt Switch just because it's safer than the other move. I'm kind of playing a bit silly here, but Extreme Speed is unlikely to kill him at that range, so realizing that, I switch out into Jirachi. Now go for the U-turn. A little recoil plus U-turn damage will take him out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just opened my music up for a second there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so go into Lucario. And go for the Extreme Speed, and that takes him out. And he goes into his Greninja, and his Greninja will kill me, but at this point I can finish him off with Mega Pinsir. So yeah, I'll just sack Lucario, get some damage off, and finish the job with Pinsir. Yeah, Clefable is not living a return at half HP. It's not happening. And that's game. Yeah, he forfeits because Venusaur is obviously going to die too. This is the end of that match. Going on to the next one. So here, I'm messaging my friend Dragonite, and he's going to get a battle with me as the last match of the video. And you can see his team. We both know each other very well, like our teams wise. He's only seen a few matches with my team, so he doesn't know all my sets, but I know all his sets like perfectly, so I guess I have a slight advantage. He's also very repetitive in the way he plays sometimes. He's a good player though. He has some obsession with using Gardevoir. He has it on every single team. But from my experience, what I've seen on his team, he has Stealth Rock, especially defensive Heatran, Lychee Berry, Support, Trevenant, Scarf Chomp, Defog, Zapdos, Mega Gardevoir, and Life Orbed, Fake Out Mineshaw. But yeah, so I've seen him lead with Mineshaw most games, so I'm gonna lead with my landorus-t. I really recommend people who are using Mineshaw to put Hidden Power Ice on it, just for this reason, because landorus-t otherwise just hard walls you. His set doesn't have Hidden Power Ice, but I would recommend him getting it. So I'll take the Fake Out, does 8%, after leftovers does 1%, or 2%. Milk. And I would go for Stealth Rocks actually, but I think my mentality was he's going to switch into Zapdos, expecting the rock, so I'll just get off a little damage on him. Yeah, so he U-turns out as expected because Earthquake will one-hit KO him. And knock off some leftovers. Now I know he has HP Ice on his set, so I switch into my Jirachi, expecting him to want to roost or maybe hit me with a Thunderbolt. I am going to go for the trick. His only thing, he can switch in his Garchomp on this potentially, but I don't think he'd want to switch it in on an Ice Punch. So he stays in, and I trick him my Scarf, and now I've turned this wall into setup fodder. And that's what makes Trick really fun to use, with like fast sweepers like Lucario and Pinsir, is you can turn a wall into setup fodder for one of them, and it works really well. So here I'm gonna U-turn out, and yeah, he can't stand. He's used Roost, like he has a non-attacking move. I could just go set up if he stays in. So I U-turn out for momentum. He goes into his Garchomp, which I can bring in my landorus-t on, and use my Stealth Rocks, because I know he has nothing to hit me with except maybe like Fire Blast, which will do like 30%. So yeah, I'm gonna set up my rocks. And he's gonna go in his Mineshaw. The Fake Out's pretty obvious, and it's not like it'll do a lot of damage to me, but I want to preserve all of landorus-t's health if I can. So I'm gonna go to Jirachi for the Fake Out. Thankfully he doesn't predict this and go for knockoff. And then I'm gonna switch right back into, or do I? Or do I stay in? No, I switch out to landorus-t, yeah. because he outspeeds me at base 105 versus my 100 base speed. I would personally use high jump kick over drain punch as well, just because the damage isn't there with drain punch. Like Heatran's just gonna eat up the drain punch and kill him with the lava plume, or similar matchups. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna U-turn out, not want to die to the earthquake. Here I can U-turn, and I'm just kinda playing around here. I go into Manaphy. Yeah, going to Manaphy, and him knowing not how much, you know, of a threat this is, considering the set I use, he's gonna want a Thunderbolt. So I did that intentionally, so I can switch right back into my landorus-t, and he takes the bait, and now I can U-turn out again and get momentum. Instantly, also take rock damage. So yeah, he's gonna go out into his Mine Show. And I think, do I go into, yeah, go into Pincer here. And now I go back into landorus-t. Because I know he's going to want to fake out. Here I was thinking about going for the earthquake, but I go for the U-turn instead, and he decides to stay in, predicts my switch, which is smart, except at -1, and he's already used fake out. He has nothing to stop my pincer. I know his set: U-turn, knock off, drain punch, and fake out, so I can just use a sword stance here. He could have potentially switched to guard chomp, but had I gone for return, it would have done a lot. Return plus quick attack would have killed guard chomp after rocks. So now that's oh, it's not what he goes into. I personally, if I was him, I would just gone into guard chomp and use fire blast or dragon claw. Probably fire blast for the most damage. So yeah. You could potentially bait an earthquake with Heatran and then double into Zapdos. That's another thing he could do. He does know my moves. He knows that I don't have close combat. So yeah, he's going to go into Zapdos. And that's not going to take that very well at all. Yeah, this guy is Frisk Bro from the competitive tutor channel on Showdown. I think if he just used a different Mega than Gardevoir, and then maybe got rid of Trevenant, then he would do much better. Because he makes good plays, but he's using these underused Pokemon that really, I don't know, they don't pose that much of a threat to people. Like, I suppose you can. You do some damage with Gardevoir, but nothing like Mega Charizard or Mega Pinsir or Tyranitar or even Mile. Like, if he wants a fairy, Mile is more reliable. And it hits much harder. It's just kind of slow as a downside. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the quick attack here because I don't want to risk the speed tie. And he switches into his Heatran. Get off the quick attack. And Earthquake will hit whatever, so I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. He's going to switch back into his Mine Show. From here I'm going to go into my very obvious landorus-t because I don't want him to kill Pinsir. Yeah, so he switches out, and I'm just going right back into Pincer. Because he's not Mega Evolved yet, I'll be faster at base 105. And I can just go for the return. He's checking music again. Bye, Garden Hoe. Goes into Mind Show here, and I figure he's been trying to kill Pincer the whole match, so I'll just let him have it. Or if he wants to over-predict and try to hit landorus-t, then Pincer will kill him. Manshow's not a bad Pokemon. Like, if you look at my team, if he had HP Ice and High Jump Kick, that could actually do a lot of damage to my team. Like, what can I safely switch into High Jump Kick? The only thing that can really deal with it is Pincer. Like, if it has that set. But yeah, anyways, he doesn't. I'm gonna go for Earthquake here. He's gonna get some HP back with Drain Punch, but the Earthquake's gonna take him out. Anyways, that's my re-narration. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, so hopefully there's no feedback on this one. If there is, I'm gonna have to record another time, but I hope this is the last time I need to. Anyways, I'll show you guys my results to show you where I am at on the ladder right now. Well guys, it was fun. I hope you enjoyed the narration. Let me just show you my rank that I have now. So yeah, I've only hit just slightly under 1600, 26 to 2. The 2 losses, believe it or not, are actually from another team. I had a lot of fun playing this team, though. I'll probably do a few more narrations using some variation of it. I may just tweak a couple moves here and there. But yeah. Comment, rate, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm not used to saying it, but if you would, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, this is my team. I lead off against him with, I think I go with rotom-w here. I'm expecting him to lead with his Landorus or his Rotom, so I don't want to lead with my Jirachi or landorus-t. So yeah, I choose Rotom and lead with that. Okay, so yeah, I had some feedback issues going on. Anyways, I lead with my rotom-w. He brings out his Amoonguss. And I decide I'll let rotom-w fall asleep to his Spore, and I'm going to burn him with my Will-O-Wisp, and just that happens. From here, I am going to switch out into my Jirachi to take his Poison or Grass predicted move. But he actually is running double Spore. Stun Spore and regular Spore, so he catches me with that. Here I'm expecting him to switch out into Aegislash or landorus-t, so I'm going to go for the trick to try to cripple one of those to choice lock them. But you guys all know what paralysis does, right? Yeah, so unfortunately hit that 25% chance to get paralyzed. So here, I'm pretty sure he's going to set up rocks, but I don't want to stay in on an Earthquake, so switch out to my landorus-t. And I get up my own rocks. Neither of us have spinners, so our hazards are here to stay. Yeah, so I get my rocks up. I don't get them off, I get them up. Anyways. Goes back into his rotom. Don't want to get destroyed by a hydro pump, so seeing as my rotom is asleep, I'm going to go into Jirachi. The damage tells me that it doesn't have much investment. So here I'm going to go for another trick. He brings in Hydreigon, and I get paralyzed a second time, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that, it's just hacks. Part of the game, right? I think Pokemon is a pretty awesome game. Without hacks, it might be even better. But, I don't know, such a game doesn't exist. I really like all the freedom and creativity you have in making teams and making your sets. Yeah, oh yeah, so I get paralyzed a third time. So, I'm not feeling too confident about this first match. Before this, I was just winning all of them. I won like 14, 15 matches in a row before I started live narrating. But, yeah, it looks like you guys might get a loss. But I figure as long as I'm showing you guys good plays, it shouldn't matter. So yeah, I'm just going to Death Fodder Jirachi here. I don't have anything to switch in rotom-w. So yeah, he goes for Hydro Pump. And seeing as he switched moves earlier, I'm expecting he's a chest or rest set, which means he should be slow. My Manaphy has a good amount of speed investment. Not a ton, but like 108. So I'm going to get up a Calm Mind. He goes for Volt Switch, and yeah, he gets a crit on me. After 3 fully paralyzed in a row, he gets a crit. So I'm not feeling too confident about this match right now. I'm not sure of like calcs. I kind of just like guess, like from experience. I feel like I should be able to live a Giga Drain at 1 Calm Mind, unless he has like a little bit of investment in special attack. So I'm gonna go for a Rain Dance, and I actually live with 1 HP, which was crazy. Now this gives me a chance to heal up fully with rest. A lot of people really don't see this set coming. They expect the 3 attack variation. So by the time they know what's going on, I've already set up 2 or 3 Calm Minds and have Rain up. I go for rest again here. The reason being next turn rain is going to end, so if I rested I would stay asleep. The background music, if I haven't said already, is Mega Man X series music. It's just someone from the internet's favorite songs from those games. I really like Mega Man, the X series as well, so I figured I played in the background. I feel it goes pretty good with this. Anyways, yeah, so I'm setting up Calm Minds. He's thinking of what he wants to do. He's going to switch out into his Asia Slash as I get another Calm Mind up. Now, if he's a special Asia Slash, his Shadow Ball won't do anything to me. So, either way, I want to set up a Rain Dance here because I think at, what am I at, +3 with a Rain Dance, I should be able to one-hit KO him with a Scald. And he's Weakness Policy, so yeah, he knows this. Oh no, he's not, he's Life Orb. Goes for the Shadow Sneak, which with all my physical defense does almost nothing. Yeah, that Draco Meteor did nothing. I think that might have even been Choice Specs. Actually, it was probably Choice Scarf. It's more likely. So you can see he's just scrambling, trying to switch into something that can handle this. Like, Manaphy is such a threat, especially this set, because like, if someone brings in a Suicune, you know what it's gonna do. But when someone brings in Manaphy, you expect them to use Tail Glow, because why not? It's +3 special attack. It's an awesome setup move. Amogus just ate that up. I'm actually quite impressed with how little damage that did. Yeah, so I don't know if I said it earlier, there's been a lot of cuts and edits on this video, so I may be repeating a few things, but I've had a lot of problems with my recording software, and this is my second time re-narrating this battle. So, like, not my second time narrating, my second time re-narrating it. So I'm not quite sure what parts have been left in, what have been cut out. But I had some really bad feedback, and I knew it would not be enjoyable for you guys. So I'm just gonna re-narrate it and cut that out. It's a funny process I have. Because I'm using a headset, the mic is pretty close to the headphones, and it causes the feedback. So what I've done is with the two cables, I've plugged only the mic cable in, and I've plugged the cable in of my speakers, and I've tricked my computer into thinking that it's actually the headphones plugged in. And yeah, so I just turn the speakers off, and then I can't hear anything, but the volume's all being recorded properly. But yeah, that has nothing to do with the battle, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm setting up more Calm Minds, and he's going into his Rotom. Let's see that Volt Switch damage again. So I'm at... Oh, yeah, I had some Trojan try to get in, but my antivirus stopped it. %. Like, you guys just don't realize how powerful this thing is, man. Like, Thundurus, like, unboosted Thundurus, like, after Manaphy has 2 Calm Minds, will not even 3-hit KO this. Like, Thunderbolt at +2 special defense, Manaphy will take like 30%, 35%, maybe 40% tops. Like, it's still a good check to it, but it does not counter this set. Like, it's just too powerful. And what can people do when there's rain up? They can't status you. And Ditto can't stop Manaphy either, because it's impossible to kill it in 5 moves, which is all that Ditto gets before sort of struggling. So yeah, it's probably one of my favorite recent sets that I've come across. A player higher up on the ladder named RS Cocaine was using it on his Sun team, and I just was like, yo, that's a cool set. So I'm using it here. Now you guys can see it, and I recommend you try it out. And if I see more people using it, then yeah, that'd be great. This thing is basically like a second Mega. Anyways, he's down to his last poke, his Hydreigon. And I don't know what he's taking so long to decide his move. It's not like his U-turn or his Dracometer are gonna even dent me. Yeah, Dark Pulse. And there you go. So I'm gonna go to the next part.